I'm like weirdly tired.
Yeah,
like,
me too. I got like
emotionally
exhausted.
tired. Well, we watched 5 episodes.
We did.
And there was a lot of screaming in this episode. It was fun while it was happening.
It was fun.
It didn't need another episode. Oh my god! It maybe could have handled another 15 minutes.
Or like
I would have spent more time with some of the...
I was going to say like a 30-minute reunion.
Mhm.
And then yeah, for sure. There was not enough reunion.
I was going to go right in on Terralisha and Savannah.
Specifically Savannah.
I am not here for Savannah.
I don't love Terralisha.
No, I mean, they're both acting badly.
I've already used this phrase once covering the show, but it's emotional maturity.
Yeah.
You're in a room sitting next to a person, you need to be able to have a conversation.
Sure.
And deception is part of the game. Miscommunication is part of the game.
Yeah.
But you can't hit the player, hit the game, honey.
It was real hot.
Yeah.
And fucking, because you were like, Kat, Rachel was like, Kat, because she had her like champagne and she was just like, and then her and Mitch.
Oh my god, no, so funny.
But yeah, and it's fun seeing the older players, but I mean, well, they came in 5th, but I was gonna say Lisa and Jack.
Yeah,
that's some shenanigans.
That they were.
Well, they catfished twice, got sent home, came back in, catfished again. Like the game did them a real solid. That wasn't really the strategy.
Sure.
Because at first we were like, oh, this psychic John character is going to be a nightmare, and then it actually ended up being real easy. Because what do you do with that information? Like.
This guy looks like that and he's a psychic and you're like, well, it's kind of a free-for-all.
Yeah, it's sort of like, well, 50-50. It's either completely true or, you know what I mean?
It was a Santa in his spare time. Like,
that sounds like there's someone out there.
Sounds like Mad Libs.
Whose life experience fits that.
That's so funny.
So yeah. I am so curious to see the interviews and the YouTube videos and stuff after the fact.
Yeah.
Because Chloe took it in stride. She really did.
She did.
And Delisa did feel
bad.
She certainly put on the display of it. How do you feel about Delisa winning?
I think if it wasn't going to be Courtney, it should have been her. But you guys, I am very concerned about Courtney's dad.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh. There's not really a joke to make.
I hope that someone saw him on the show and was like, we got you. Or that this like opened up like people like offering kidney donations or finding a match or something. I just like, that's a really serious problem. And like wanting a house and like wanting to give your kids something better.
Pool. Some of us need pools.
Ew. Wanting to give your kids a life that's better than your own is a very admirable goal. And so I'm very happy that Delisa got it. But at the same time, I'm just like, that was like a legitimately serious health problem. And now I'm like, that's still happening out there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get out of this hole. But
no, I am happy Delisa won. It was really good. It was cute. She called her husband.
Well, and her and Chloe were really fun and funny together. Yeah. And I said while we were watching it, I was like, I kind of wish they would take all the people and then put them in a real world house.
Yeah. 100%.
Like where they could actually just be themselves.
100%.
I think that would be interesting because it's like, I never got into Big Brother, and I guess that's just what Big Brother is. Maybe I needed to give it a shot, but I was going to say, because I loved Real World when I was that age, but I've aged out of it. And so I'm sort of like, I like this format, and I definitely like the hot young people, but I don't think everybody has to be a hot young person.
Right.
Like, I think there's something to be said for an awkward person or a not as conventionally attractive person or an older person or, you know, like, I think sort of like muddling it up would be interesting.
Definitely.
Which then is that Survivor? I don't know. I'm not a big reality TV. Part of the fun is, part of the fun for me is the swank hotel rooms.
Yeah.
So
just like let them stay there, but then let them work out together.
Yeah, and like the dressing up
But then give me Emily's apartment.
I cannot get over Chloe's final look.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It was so hot.
Yeah.
It was so tight and short.
Yeah.
And the sleeves and the tits. It was so good. And then, like I said, her and Delisa, and Courtney, him walking in and seeing the two of them.
Yeah.
His mind was blown.
Totally blown.
Hi! Oh, wait, I forgot. Trevor. Hi.
Shut up.
How you doing?
You did that.
You had no idea?
I had no idea. You did that.
And frankly, the same with Lee/River. So he's one of the ones that fell for it.
He fell for like all of it.
Okay,
yeah.
the thing that I never say, why I would have bought it, and the reason why is that picture of River with like the moppy curly hair and stuff. It gave away real chill, kind of hippie vibes.
Sure.
And then Lee being like the older person, he was really sweet, and so it was what I think Bryant was going for.
Yeah. I still can't with him.
I can and will.
There's something not on the up and up about his whole vibe.
I trust him.
No. Gotta go.
So yeah, it was. I would have bought it, and yeah. I mean, I kind of agree with what you were saying earlier. Where I do wonder. I mean, it's not the show. It's TVMA, so it's not the show's responsibility. But I do wonder what the message is when like all the catfish
made it so far. Yeah, that's true.
And Chloe, she just kind of like. But this is part of what makes her work. Is she just kept being like, I'm not clever enough to pull that off.
Yeah.
And it's
that's the thing about her is there's no artifice. She just is. She's who she is. She's who she says she is. She doesn't feel bad about it. And she's just going through life. And I think that is so fun.
We should all be so lucky.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, because she was kind of rattled by the end where she was like, oh man.
Yeah. Well, she was the only girl who was playing a girl at the end. And it was her and Courtney were the only non-catfish in the finale. The final
on a couch of 6 people.
Yeah, which is like bonkers to me.
So Mitchell and Chloe found each other pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He volunteered, speaking of the Hunger Games.
Delisa was on the phone with Trevor and like Chloe and Mitch were right here.
So we'll see. But yeah, it was big fun. I don't know. It's that I think because the stakes are so low. Mm-hmm. I mean, not the $100. I mean, the $100,000.
$100 million. Netflix only pays that for Friends.
Eviscerate. No, the $100,000. But I'm saying that the like stakes of the game are so stupid that it makes it sort of enrapturing, and it just really pings that like first day of school butterflies.
Yeah.
But from the comfort of my own home.
Sure.
And I don't know. And especially if they kind of keep switching it up. Mm-hmm. This is a rare time where I think that is in its favor.
Yeah, because if it gets too formulaic, you don't want to watch.
And
anymore.
I'm like, I want to see like I want to see a version of like All Celebrities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or I don't like the Lance Bass thing. It's like part of me, I wanted an actual stunt like that.
Yeah.
And we kind of got it, but
it would have been better if it was actual Lance Bass.
Or if he was actually there.
Or if he's actually there,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I loved it. I hope it can't be expensive.
It depends on how much they have to pay for those apartments.
Yes, yeah. Maybe it is. I don't know.
And they're feeding them, everything. So yeah, I mean, who knows? But I like it. I'll absolutely watch another season. I had a great time. Also, I'm in love with Chloe. I am following her from
I want
Yeah. Whatever else she wants to be in, I'm there.
She should host stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
She should be like a VJ or whatever.
For sure. That's not a thing anymore.
Dating myself, yikes.
We are elder.
It's like me and Lee are gonna go. Oh man. Go to Blockbuster and rent a video.
Go talk to Kurt Loder.
Right. Well, hopefully you had fun and join us again and rate, review, and subscribe. And do all that fun stuff.
We're on Twitter at So I'm Watching or Instagram at So I'm Watching This Show.
And we're trying to give us
Subscribe. We'll be back with new stuff so soon.